to give you a little bit of context before StackWrap, so I also run a real estate brokerage called Craft and Bauer. I started that company in 2018, but I've been a full-time real estate agent for probably about 10 years. So the way that StackWrap came to be is that kind of midway through 2020, during the height of lockdown, I was looking at our tech stack that we offered our agents at our brokerage, and, Follow Up Boss to Ylopo to Sisu, all of these amazing tools. And I really didn't have a way to consolidate everything into one spot. That was really my goal. Is I wanted my agents to log in to one platform and access all of the tools that I offered them at the brokerage level. So we released StackWrap internally at my brokerage a couple of years ago, and it's been, it's worked really well, and we've really executed on that vision. But about a year or so ago, I had the idea of saying, man, this has worked super well for my brokerage. Maybe there's other teams, other brokerages out there that could also utilize this sort of software, especially the independent folks who may not have the budget to build out something very custom and very integrated. So that's how StackWrap was born, and that's sort of been our mission as a company. And we're now just launching StackWrap at the moment. We have a handful of paying brokerages across the country that are paying for the platform, but super excited to roll it out here.
Now, a couple of things. When we talk about your tech stack, when we think of a tech stack, for those who might not know what that is, it is all of the different tools that you're using. And an example would be when I'm telling people about leveraging artificial intelligence and I want them to create a digital human avatar, I'm telling them to use ChatGPT, Midjourney, and Studio DID. And then I'm going to give them what that cost is to use those tools per month. But what you're saying is, how would I integrate, instead of me logging out, logging in, how do I integrate all of these into one location? And here's what's interesting. Most of these tools have a API. So how do I import information between the different platforms? So in your system, if a consumer gives you their name, their email address, and their telephone number, that's going to import across everything that's in that stack, provided that the API is accepted, right?
Mm-hmm, precisely. Yeah. And that was one of the bigger items that we were thinking about as we were, building the foundation of the product is, we wanted to make it very easy for someone to sign up for an account. And, our onboarding process is such where you sign up for an account and, the system does prompt you through setting up, basically everything about your StackWrap account, right? From the roster management to how you kind of want to configure the homepage dashboard with all these different widgets that do correspond to these third-party tools that you're alluding to, right? So the admin user, whether it's a broker owner or a team leader, they can really construct their StackWrap account exactly how they want it, for their agents. But to answer your question, so there is a little section within StackWrap where it's called our integrations page, where the admin user can just click on that and they could see all of the different third-party tools that are available to them. So all they have to do is just copy and paste that API from a Follow Up Boss or from a Sisu or from whatever that third-party tool is, paste it into StackWrap. And then as soon as that happens, then you've successfully linked your StackWrap account to your, let's just say, your Follow Up Boss account. And then you can really designate what notifications that you want to pull into StackWrap from Follow Up Boss. So, for example, at my brokerage, I wanted, Ylopo notifications or any sort of tasks or reminders. I wanted all of those sorts of notifications to pull into my agent's StackWrap accounts. So when they log in, the first thing that they see sort of front and center is anything very high priority within their Follow Boss account. So very easy from an admin level to set it up. We have an amazing support staff at StackWrap that, will hold people's hand through that process, because I know a lot of people are that can be above some people's heads. So, so we can handle it, or, the admin person can do it pretty easily as well.
So now that I'm thinking about this includes your calendar. So they don't have to have, can it be the Google Calendar, Outlook, any of those tools? Are they able to be rolled in as well?
Yeah, any sort of third-party calendar, we can integrate with. We also have a default calendar tool within StackWrap that, can also act as somewhat of a third-party tool. So, it really the main component of StackWrap is this platform is just really it can be constructed, it can be configured however someone wants. So and that's been the cool thing as we started to get a handful of our early customers. It's kind of cool seeing how each brokerage or each team is setting up their StackWrap account because each one does not look alike.